But now we have the fam back at the table.
Yay!
We back.
Yes, we have the fam.
I missed you guys. I really did.
Yeah.
I did.
While you was on the beach, you missed us.
I did.
With your toes in the sand, you was thinking about Justin.
I was. I said, I wish Justin was here. He would turn up with me.
I sure would have.
Oh, you would.
I sure would have. All in the sand. Well, okay, so actually, that's a good point. We're going to talk about vacations real quick, okay? Because both of y'all was on a vacation. Unfortunately, I was working and I was home. But, some people experience different types of vacations. You can have a crazy ass vacation. You can have a more moderate to low level, like chill vacation. Or you can just have like the utmost disaster that you did not plan. So I like more of the disaster stuff. That's what I like to talk about.
Of course you do.
Of course,
you're crazy.
I'm a mess. What can you say?
I'm a mess.
So when it comes to like crazy vacation stories, I want to know what y'all have for crazy vacation stories. Who's ready to go first?
Jared, you go first.
All right, I'll go first. Had a couple this weekend, but I'll share one.
Okay.
It's not that crazy, but oh my Jesus. Okay, so it was Saturday night, actually, the last night that we was on vacation. Come back from the bar, all of us drunk as fuck, and the guy who planned the whole trip, he's already back at the house because he wanted to smash. He wanted to smash somebody.
I was like, wait, who?
Okay.
Who's he trying to smash?
I don't know, some random chick that he met at the club. Like, he met her as soon as we got there, and he took her back. I was like, damn, you fast, homie.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, got back. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. What did you say?
I think it's a great story. Continue, please.
Anyway, we got back. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Where I'm sleeping is in the kitchen, right next to the front door, because there's a lot of us staying in that house. So I
you
said,
had to sleep on the floor in the kitchen?
I took an air mattress, and so I put my air mattress on the floor in the kitchen. I said, I'm going to sleep. Good night. Y'all have a good one.
Did you put in the same amount of money as everybody else?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Of course.
Did everyone else have a bed?
No. All the girls had the beds. All the guys. Yeah, there was girls in the house. It was guys and girls.
Oh, nice.
So all the girls took the bedrooms, and all the guys,
So
took
like
the couch.
The real world. Okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
You ain't sleep with none of the girls?
Nah. I mean, no, all of them was my friend. All of them were
That's
friends.
what he said about what's her name? What was
Oh,
name?
yeah, that girl he made.
Wow, we're not going back to that.
Amber.
We're not going
That's
back
what he
to
said
that.
about Amber.
Anyway. 3 o'clock rolls around. I hear like something creeping around the kitchen. I'm like, who the fuck?
See,
And it's my bro. It's my bro. It's A. So I'm like, yo, A, like what you doing? He's like, fam, someone else is coming to the crib. I was like, we ain't got no room in this motherfucker for no other girls, and the party is over. He was like, son, but like she wanna smash. Like, come on. I'm like, hurry up. Just like hurry up. Brings it through the front door. I was like, hey, how you doing? Y'all gonna have to go in the bathroom. Y'all gonna have to go on the front porch or something like that.
You ain't giving him an air mattress?
No, I ain't giving him my fucking air mattress for that shit. Because I'm sleeping.
It'd have been a
man.
sleeping bag better than the night because it'd have been flat.
But anyway,
It
so
would've
like,
ripped that
again,
shit out.
my air mattress is right by the front door. And when as she's trying to come through, she's trying to like step over shit, and she's drunk out of her mind, can't hear or whatnot.
Perfect way to smash.
Exactly. Like, it's a recipe for disaster. But as soon as she tries to step over shit, she
stepped on
wobbles.
you.
Oh, not only does she steps on me, but she wobbles, spills a drink on me, and falls and literally sits on my face.
Oh, wow.
I'm not fucking lying. I'm not fucking lying.
So that's.
I'm not fucking lying.
Okay.
She
wow.
She actually sits on my face, and I'm like, all right, this is not what I wanted. This is not how.
Oh, me, oh, my.
Was your tongue out? Or
No.
Oh, me, oh, my.
Yes, she was.
like shorts or like jeans?
No, she was wearing like some sort of skirt or whatever. But like, wait a minute.
So your lips touched her lips briefly.
I don't look like.
Like he had a
That was a kiss.
I don't.
a kiss.
A kiss from a rose on the grave.
All I know.
Your cootie. Wait a minute. You had a good vacation.
Oh,
It was a fun
It
goodness.
was pretty interesting.
But not for real. She did sit on my face. I didn't.
Jared.
Did she come? Did she come through dripping? Drip, drip. No.
Did she
When
though?
when I say that phrase, it is not in the sexual terms. It is like she fell and she actually like
Smushed your face.
Yeah, and so I was like, all right, y'all definitely gonna have to go.
Your face here.
Yes. Was it on the side or straight
It
up?
was at a 45. It was at a 45.
Okay, so it was like, okay, I got you.
She even had a little
Nice.
side action.
So I was like, y'all definitely gonna have to go outside. I'm done.
Oh, wow.
I'm done.
Wow, that sounds crazy. Okay. Did she immediately get up and she sit there and move around a little bit for a second? I mean, because she's drunk, she probably doesn't know what's going on.
It was probably like 2 seconds.
Oh, okay.
It was probably like 2 seconds.
I don't know if I can top that
Yeah,
one.
that was my crazy vacay story.
I don't know if I can top that.
You got some nice pictures, but
Thank you. Let me just say this: my entire week was crazy.
Right.
We don't have enough time to go.
actually,
So what I will say, so like I had went.
Ooh, okay.
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
Came through dripping.
So, like I was telling y'all before the show started, there is this Dominican drink called Mama Juana.
Mama Juana.
I gotta
Okay.
find it. You gotta like bring it to the show one time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it next week if it's not gone. Yes, I want you all to experience what I didn't know what it was I didn't know what it did.
She didn't know what it did until it got in
didn't.
her system, and then she was like, "This is not the shit I need to be on right
and
now."
I had like a bunch of shots of it. So I get to the pool. It's this big pool party, right? They had this water slide on the resort, and I wanted to get on the water slide, but I was distracted by the pool party. And so me and my best friend, we get in the pool, and it's a swim up bar, right?
Yes.
And so
Okay.
in the middle of the
Yeah.
pool is this long ass table with like these little, it's no chairs or anything, it's just a long ass table that usually people just sit their drinks and probably just whatever. So all of the boys in the pool like cleared the table off and is sliding all the girls on the damn table.
Ooh.
Now I'm like, it ain't no way I'm getting my big ass on that table. Ain't nobody slide me through nothing.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
they used to table like a water slide.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And just like slide, like they was stacking girls on top of each other.
Okay.
This picture of you down there.
Right, but I was right. So I had stated in my claim, I'm like, listen, do not pick me up. Do not do it. And so I probably had, I don't know, maybe like 6 more Mama Juana shots after that. Next thing I know, it was like 3, it took 3 of them to pick my ass up. 3 dudes picked me up and put me on the damn table and slid my ass across the goddamn table. It was ass everywhere.
It was God.
But then,
Wait, what's it
probably
fun
like,
though? Well, like, what's the slide fun though?
I was more concerned about my eyelashes because I had just got my eyelashes
You go to the
done.
pool with eyelashes.
But no, but hold on. So like probably like 5 minutes after that, the fucking drink hit me.
Ooh.
It hit me, and so I'm like literally like, what the fuck is going on? I go to the damn bar. I'm like, what did y'all give me? Did somebody put something in my drink?
Right.
They're like, oh no, it's Mama Juana, and they showed me the bottle, and I'm reading the damn bottle, and I clearly see 100% Dominican, medicinal aphrodisiac.
Ooh. It got a little.
Ain't this about a bitch? But I didn't do anything.
I knew it had a little
crazy.
bit of that green in there.
You sure you didn't do nothing?
Crazy.
I didn't do anything crazy.
I mean, I don't know. Well, you making that face, so I'm like, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I think the craziest thing I did was I did go and party with the locals by myself with I don't know who.
Okay. Okay.
Meaning that
Some Dominican that I had met.
she don't really remember that night.
I burned my
All she knows is
leg
that she has a
on
good
the
time.
Motorcycle. They had like these little these mopeds.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they have a lot of those there. The little mopeds. Mm-hmm.
The party was lit though.
It's yeah.
The
I
party
said it
was
sound like-
lit.
It sounds like it was
And another
pretty
thing I
good.
will say is those Dominicans are just beautiful. The men, the women,
Amen to that.
they're gorgeous.
Amen to the Dominican people.
You know,
Look at that face. She want to go back. She like, I'm trying to go back.
think about
She
it.
like, I ain't done.
You know, it's my second.
She wanna get
my
back
second
on that
time,
slide.
My second time in a row.
Y'all was having a good ass time, and I was
Yeah,
No,
we
I
were.
went last
here
year.
Yeah, we
working
were.
my asshole.
You know what? You want to go to the Dominican?
I would love to.
Let's do an out the box radio trip to the Dominican Republic.
Let's go.
Brought it into effect. We're gonna do that. Yes. Out the box. DR.
Yes.
Out the box
we
VR.
can do like a live
I like that.
broadcast.
Out the box VR.
We could do a live broadcast.
Oh, that would be so dope.
Live broadcast. Wait, hold up. Live broadcast from the swim up bar.
Yes.
Like we got the mic stands up on the bar.
Yeah.
Across the table.
No.
No, my wig is sewn down. It wasn't going anywhere.
Going nowhere. I was listening to one of the radio shows, I think 92Q or 92.9, and it's funny because all the hosts went on some sort of trip. All the hosts went on some sort of vacation, and they were out in the water on a boat. They did the boat tour, but then they pulled over and they did like a little. You have an hour or two to get off and go on the island. So anyway, the boat was like 50 yards or something from the shore. I don't know. Anyways, one of the ladies was like a manager of this big company, and she was like very much like you can't mess with me type of lady. She's very stuck up, very much in her feelings and her mode, and she went with them for marketing reasons, right? For promo. So everyone's like intimidated by this lady and always thinks highly of her. And so she gets in the water and everyone's in the water having a good time, but they kind of leave her to herself for a minute and kind of swim back towards the boat. And apparently she doesn't know how to swim, which is stupid. I don't either, so bitch, I'm not gonna get in the water like a dumbass if I don't know how to swim.
Oh, I thought you were about to call her stupid for not knowing
She's stupid for not knowing how to swim and getting in the water and expecting
That
to
is
save her
very
life.
stupid. That is
Like
very
I
dumb.
would be stupid to do that. So anyway, she over there trying to swim. She starts flailing her arms in the air, right? And one of the people from the ship, like the captain or whatever, he ends up seeing her. So he's like, oh, I'm certified to do X, Y, and Z. Let me go help her. So he jumps out, tries to go help her. Now in the midst of him swimming out to her, all of a sudden everyone's just like watching to make sure she don't drown. She goes underwater, and they thought something was happening, right? Obviously, she goes underwater. She comes back up like maybe a minute later. So I don't know how far she is. I would think the guy would swim out to her by that time. But anyway, it was about a minute to a minute and a half. Then she comes back up. Now the funny thing is this, okay? The little detail I left out. So when she was originally in the water, it was kind of far and distant, right? So they didn't really see much of like her upper body. Apparently, her wig fell off when she went swimming, and it went to the bottom of the ocean. So what happened was she was bald-headed, and she was so embarrassed that the captain would see her. So she went underwater, cannot swim, went underwater to struggle to grab the wig from the bottom, put it on, and come back up from the water with her wig on. And she managed to do it. Her wig was a little sideways, she said, but she managed to do it. So when he got to her, her wig was back intact.
Oh wow!
But if that was the case,
It
I'd be
ain't
like,
never
you
been
can
that
clearly
serious.
swim if you're swimming down to the bottom of the water to get your wig.
She can swim. She
was just
wanted
trying to be
somebody.
funny.
Yeah.
I just thought it was hilarious.
Ma'am, whoever you are on that vacation, use a dumbass. Use a dumbass.
You are very much stupid.
Oh my goodness.
You know.
Oh, I want to go back.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah. Personally, I actually don't have a story I'm going to give myself because my stories are more like fight related, which is pretty sad.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
I have more fights than I do like turn up moments that I can remember. I don't remember the turn up moments.
That's a shame, bro.
The fights I do remember though. But we won't talk about that. Okay, because on a cruise actually before I got in a fight with somebody.
Oh my gosh, Justin!
Yeah, you know they actually have jails inside cruise ships.
Oh, I know
They
that.
do.
And I ain't trying to
I've never been in it, but
I was outside the bunker. It's right downstairs, the very bottom level. They have like 5 little holding cells.
Okay, wait, hold on, because it sounds like you're about to go into the story, and we ain't trying to go into that story. We ain't talking about jail. We ain't talking about getting arrested or nothing like that. We ain't talking about fights.
It's a cruise ship jail.
All right, whatever.
Well, the bad thing was because this was like 2 a.m., so we just left like the club that was on the ship, and this is the show that I filmed for, but obviously production crew stopped filming at like 9:30, so they weren't out and about on the ship. They were doing their own thing, so they didn't know what was going on. But because all like the managers and leaders knew about the show filming on the ship, obviously, so they knew who me and my friends were because we were the ones filming the show. So they're the ones who came and stopped us because now I'm 30, so mind you, I'm not that old.
Whoop, 30 and over.
30 and over club. But
Sorry,
this
folks, I'm not
boy
in that
was
club.
probably about 19 years old. But because he was arrogant, ignorant, and stupid, and had a mouth on him, I just pretty much showed him you can't fuck with anybody you want to. The problem was because they considered that I had a broken a weapon, even though it wasn't a weapon. I broke a plate and tried to cut him with it.
Oh yeah,
gosh,
that's considered a weapon.
But I mean, it was more like a plastic plate.
But if you broke it and if you cut him with
pissed.
it, that's a weapon.
You could ask my friend. It was probably really entertaining to see, but I was fine.
It probably was until you get
I
arrested.
broke that plate so fast, and I took the remaining pieces out of his damn head. But obviously he like ducked real quick. He was pulling the Matrix out on us. And it's funny because the floors in the boat, when you know, because you were on the same ship I went on the Vista, in between going on the deck and the dining area where they have the food, it's very slippery. The floors are so slippery. I don't know if you encountered that when you went. You have to walk
with heels.
like on eggshells because you will slip and fall. So at this point, we were chasing the boy, me and my friend, because we were trying to fight him. And he started running through that area. Now, we already knew it was slippery, so we weren't stupid. So we start tiptoeing, but we're trying tiptoeing really fast. Like, we're going to get you, we're going to get you.
It seems like a cartoon. It sounds like a cartoon.
And he starts running. His ass slips all the way back and hits his head on the ground. I had to do nothing else because he knocked himself out.
Yep, this sounds like an episode of Tom and Jerry.
Oh my!
It was pretty hilarious.
Justin,
though.
Moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen. Moral of the story is...
I can't promise that.
I can promise you that I'm going to make sure that we are just so enthralled in fun
enthralled.
that you're not
Word
going
of the
to.
day.
Yes, enthralled.
Ladies and
That you're
gentlemen,
not
this
even
episode
gonna
of Out the
wanna
Box
fight.
Radio is brought to you by the word enthralled.
Use it in a
Enthralled.
sentence, please.
Moral of the story is only party with enthralled people.
Yes. Love it. Speaking of enthralled, and probably use it in the wrong way, we have a very special guest today, and I am enthralled to bring her to the table.
There you go.
So,
SAT word of the day.
No.
Oh, well, I'm very excited to bring her to the table. So we have a very special guest. Take the word out my mouth. We have a very special guest coming to the table in just a few minutes to interview on Out the Box Radio Show.
Yay!
And for those of you who are watching who don't see what's also going on behind this area, we're also filming. So just so you know, we're filming for a reality series called Face the Music. Face that. So here we're actually getting ready. Are you ready to bring her on in a minute?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
I'm excited.
Yes.
Yeah, we good. Let's do it.
We have some good questions for her.
Oh,
We got a little game we're going to play. We're
I
going to
love
interrogate the
games.
hell out of her today. You ready for that?
Yes.
But before we do, we're actually going to showcase one of her songs on the
Nice.
show before we bring her on.
Nice.
So, for those
I
of
love
you who
music.
are tuning in, while we take this break, we will be back and she will appear right here in the seat beside us. So just hold on to your seats. Yes, so this is Ella Siobhan. This is No Fear. We're about to play it for you all right now, Out the Box Radio
Fear.
Show. No fear. Ain't scared.
None.
Nothing.
No.
I don't care to if you know you all alone. So this actually is being produced by Warren Sokol in LA. So it's going on an album that they're working on right now. So
What?
I haven't been able to distribute this song
Okay.
along with another one as well. So I can't talk too much about it until it comes out.
Okay. But we premiered it live on Out the Box Radio
Hopefully I don't get in
Show.
trouble. It's my song.
Well, we're happy that you premiered it here
Yes.
on this platform.
Absolutely.
And we, first of all, let me back up a little bit. Welcome to Out the Box Radio
Yeah.
Show.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Happy to
We're
be here.
super happy to have you
Yes.
here. We have a lot in store, okay?
Okay.
We have a great interview we're going to dive right into.
Oh, I know if you're here, then it's going to get exciting.
Oh, okay. Can I get a high five on that?
He gets crazy.
See, what did we just talk about off
I'm
air?
telling you.
He crazy.
He gets crazy.
I am an angel.
When's our next cruise? Face the Music
20%.
cruise?
Yeah. Face the Music Cruise mixed with Out the Box. OTB, FTM. We're going to make it work.
Yes.
We're going to make it work.
Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's gonna be its own special one.
Yes.
It's gonna be its own
If
special.
you catch me fighting on the ship again, it could be a little bit like 11 hip
He's not going to be fighting on the
Look,
ship.
again, we ain't fighting on the ship. It's gonna be some good
Okay, y'all
times.
not
But
gonna
if
fight
you
on the
get
ship,
your
but I
ass
might.
in trouble, I'm not bailing you out.
I'll bail you out.
So what happens if, okay, let me just say this. What happens if there's a group of people, but I decide to take them because I'm stupid and I decide to take them all? You wouldn't help me or like try to break something up? What if I was drunk and I didn't know
I would at
anybody?
least
Of
try and
course.
like break it up and be like, Justin, you drunk? Like, just don't even.
What if one of them swing on you?
Justin, let me
then?
just say
Oh, if they
this.
swing on me,
He's fight. See, now
Let me
he's
just
gonna
say
fight.
this. Let me just say this. If you fight, I fight. But see,
Thank you, boo.
I'm not.
Thank you, boo.
I'm going to do everything in my power so that it doesn't even get there.
Okay.
Exactly.
Especially on vacation.
Exactly, especially on vacation. But if it gets there,
What if
Right.
one of them yank
If
your
it
way
gets
to the
there.
side?
Oh, well
Yeah,
then
it's too
they going to catch all
Jumping
these
on something like
hands.
a spider monkey on Mountain Dew.
That's how people. That's funny. I consider
Get the
myself like
straps.
a monkey when I'm really crazy. Like I'm all over the
Yes.
place. I like to jump. Like that.
Oh my
I
God.
look like a monkey when I fight.
it's going down. Get the
I need to see that.
It's the strap. It's pretty
I
entertaining.
didn't know.
It's pretty entertaining. Okay, Ella. Well, we're gonna get right into it if you don't mind.
Yes.
Now wait, should we? Okay, co-host. Let me ask
Yeah.
you this: should we hit it with the game real quick, or should we do the interview first?
I want to do. I love games.
You want to do the
But
game
see,
first?
she was hyping up the interview so
I
much that I
know.
was ready
Maybe we
for
should
it,
do
so,
that
like,
first. Let's do
The
that
interview.
Yeah, let's
Because
just
the
Then we're not
interview is a
gonna-
good way to get to know more about
Exactly.
the artist,
Okay.
but that could be towards the end, like a quick. Okay, well then we're gonna jump into it.
Well, y'all better make time for the game.
We'll make time for it.
Oh, we got time for everything.
We'll make
on
time.
this. Okay. We'll get into it.
You
So
run out of time, I'll just say next question and slam the table.
and just slam it down. Yes. So my first question for you, Ella, is this. Okay. One, I really want to know, how did you get into the entertainment industry, and when did you start?
Good
So I
question.
started very young. I was in church, so I started in the choir, then moved to chorus in school. After that, I was mainly a lyricist. I wasn't even really a solo artist. I wasn't acting. I wasn't doing any of that. I was very much focused on school. But you know, as any college student, you need money. So
Very true.
I started writing lyrics for other producers and other artists, and so that's where I started. But then when I moved to DC, I was like, well, why let everybody else profit off of my lyrics? I might as well become a solo
Yeah.
artist and invest in myself. So I did that a year ago.
Definitely.
Nice.
Nice. So
Okay.
I know you a little bit from outside of where we are right now, of course, because as those of you who are going to see pretty soon, when it's released, I work with Bree very closely. I call her Bree. We're gonna call her Ella because that is her artist name is
Yes.
Ella. I work with Ella very closely on this series, reality series, which we're gonna get into in a little bit to talk about that as well. So aside from music, what else do you do? Because I know you do some other stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
What else
So
do you do?
besides being a lyricist in college, I was also a semi-pro cheerleader. So I was cheering as a basketball dancer.
Oh, wow.
So I was doing that for a little while, and then when I moved to DC, I started acting and modeling. I was modeling as well on the side, but that was all part of me being,
Right.
you know, I was making a lot of appearances. Let's put it that way.
You're
What
building
school
a
did you go to?
platform.
I went to Duke.
Oh,
nice.
Nice.
Ellington,
Duke.
yes.
Okay, the Blue
Yeah.
Devils. All right.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
but I couldn't cheer for them. They're a grounded team, and I was like, I do competition, you know, I do like basketball dancing,
Yeah.
so we got to switch it up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was doing that for the local teams.
Okay. And you're now with an agency, correct, with modeling?
Yeah, so not a booking agency, but they're more of a talent referral agency.
Right.
So I'm with 99, and they're based out of Virginia. They're not I think they're incorporated in like Ohio or Chicago or something like that.
Oh, I think so too. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your experience with them? How do you like it so far?
It's been great. Like, I mean, I've heard some nightmare stories, but I think part of that is not being informed about what you're getting into.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that's why I made that, you know, distinction between a talent referral agency and a booking agency.
Yes.
Because a lot of people get confused about that. They think, okay, if I'm paying somebody to help me get work, that means I'm guaranteed a paid gig. Well, not if it's a talent referral agency. You're
Right.
really paying for access to their directory.
Right.
So that's you building the opportunities for yourself. You've got to go out there. You've got to interview. You have to, you know, put your best foot out. And I've had great results. I apply to almost at least 5 to 10 castings a day. And I'll get at least 3 emails in the
okay.
same day. So
Nice.
then it comes down to auditioning, and then you know we'll see where we go from there. So that's how I found you guys on Face the Music, and also was involved in
Wait, one more
comedy
minute,
play
Yeah.
and also in a web series right now. So,
Nice.
A lot going on.
a lot going on.
I love it.
She getting that work. She getting that work.
Yes,
Love it.
I work a lot.
So my question is this, and it's so fitting for right now because we did just lose the lady. We just lost
I'm
her.
telling you,
R.I.P.
Queen
to
of Soul.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, Roya.
As I show.
She's
It's been a
gone.
rough day.
So who is your musical inspiration?
And that is actually funny that this all happened today because
Yeah.
I knew this was going to be part of the question. And I get this all the time, like, who are my musical influences growing up? Aretha was number one. Then you've got, Alicia Keys. You have, all these major neo soul R&B singers. Those are the people who shaped my music now.
Yeah.
Now you've got, these amazing powerhouse women like Ella May who are coming out, and it's incredible to see how neo soul and R&B has changed over time and how it's becoming a little bit more modernized.
Yeah.
So that's sort of where I want to shape my music, but still trying to figure out my sound. So,
Right.
Definitely. And you know, everyone hopefully knows by now, but just in case you don't, let's back up a little bit.
Yeah.
For those of you who are watching, and down the road when we watch this is a memorable moment because today is very sad.
It is sad.
I probably looked at my phone around like 1 or 2 p.m. and saw it, and I thought it was a joke at first. So you know how people do jokes
You know
on
what I
Facebook all the
said?
time.
Listen, my coworker said, she said, "Oh my God, Aretha Franklin died." I said, "Again?" Because it was like they would kill her every year.
Yeah,
You would
yeah.
get something that says, "Oh my God, Aretha Franklin died," and it was a hoax.
She was sick for a while.
She was sick, and they said as of like Monday this week, she was very, very ill, like deathly ill, like not moving in her bed. I think she was 76 years
Yeah,
old.
she was
if I'm not
76.
mistaken. She was up there, but she was the queen of soul. So for everybody that she really left an impression on, everyone, we give our condolences to her family, her
Yes.
friends, and a lot of people are going to grieve over it for a while, but she's resting in heaven with Prince and Jackson and all those people. So
That's a lit concert.
Absolutely.
and tell Aaliyah I
That
said
is a
hello.
lit
Boo.
concert up in heaven.
Yeah, oh, it sure is.
Definitely.
Definitely. Sorry, I don't mean to derail us.
No. It's okay.
We put that on
We're gonna get back. We're gonna get back to life. We're gonna speak life and positivity and energy. So
Yes.
you talk about neo soul and
Yes.
Aretha Franklin, Alicia Keys, and all of that being infused in your music. So of all the records that you recorded, which one really holds true to you? Like which one do you carry with you all the time? Your favorite?
So actually one I just wrote that I have not yet recorded, I think speaks true to not only my life experiences, but also the people who shaped my music and shaped who I am as a person. So I'm excited to record that. That will be on my new EP that's going to be
Nice.
coming out at the end of the year.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not
Got
going
it.
to release
Love
too
it.
many details, but I will tell you
Okay.
the title. It is called All Yours. So not what you think probably, but
Okay.
I've been testing out a few people, getting a lot of positive feedback. So I'm excited to start sharing that. Maybe
Plug.
I'll premiere on Face the Music, but we'll
Plug.
see.
That would be awesome.
Plug.
Now, what
From the ring.
Yes.
style is it? Because you have a different style. So I think
Yes.
we might get into it a little bit, but I know that you're in the midst of like kind of finding that tune in your style. So the song "No Fear" that we just played. Talk about that style compared to the style of your new song that's going to come out.
So when I was a lyricist, I was working for an EDM producer. So a lot of that music was, hinging on people like Ellie Goulding in
Yeah,
that time period. All this
definitely,
EDM
yeah.
music was coming up. So it's like I was writing for a lot of EDM producers. But the music I'm writing now, it was because right before Boot Up came up, like months before Boot Up came up, I'm so in love with British artists. Half the time I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
most of the time I'm like looking at other people.
There's some good stuff.
Yeah, great
Yeah.
material, great lyricists. Ella May is probably one of the most genius writers I've seen in my generation so far.
Yeah.
Her
Very
lyricism is
talented.
incredible. So that's sort of where I'm taking my music, because when I write, it's definitely to tell stories, like paint a picture. I'm always thinking of like a music video in mind when I'm writing.
Right, makes sense.
So the new EP that I'm trying to put together is called Love Games. So every song is going to be about different kinds of love, whether that's for other people or the love you have for yourself. It's really just going to encapsulate all of that.
Okay.
And not love games as in,
Bad Girls
Tinder.
Club. I think of Bad Girls Club and I think of Love Games because that was a good spinoff. But anyways,
I was thinking of the Lady Gaga Love Games.
Yeah.
I was like,
So-
wait, Tinder? Wait a minute.
Right, that's. I don't know if that's a game.
We don't want
or
those
not.
kind of games.
That's love schemes. Love
No.
schemes, honey.
No.
Love schemes. Okay.
Definitely not. But I do want to include one of my first singles that I released in February called Karmically Linked because that is another type of love connection.
Yes.
So every song is going to be based off of a love
Yes.
connection, whether that's a karmic link, a twin flame,
Yes.
a soulmate, the love you have for yourself.
Yeah.
I just want to encapsulate all of that so that way I never have to do another love album
There you
again.
go. You put that one behind you and focus on the
Yes.
next path. Well, at the end of the show, we have a special surprise for everybody who is watching. So we'll talk a little bit more about Karmically Linked.
Okay.
Your new
Okay.
track. You will definitely
You
get
did
into
drop
that.
that little nugget because I was
Okay.
gonna drop that little nugget.
Oh, were you?
No,
Wow.
it's all good.
We'll make sure we drop at the end of the show as well.
Speaking of love, y'all know where I'm going, right?
And she's going to bring up the same person.
Have you ever heard of Rico Love?
Yo, she did it again.
Third week in a row.
Hey, y'all know I love Rico Love, and I always. Do you know? Have you heard of him? You know
Yes,
Rico Love.
yes,
Do you love Rico Love? Like I love Rico Love.
I don't think I love him as much as you love him.
Girl, I
3
love
weeks in a
him.
row.
Let me tell you something.
Every
She been
person that
following
came
up. She
in
got
chat
the
right
history
here.
like
I'm
shit.
telling you,
Every
listen.
person.
That's all music artists. All music artists. I feel like that is somebody that you have to really
Yes.
respect and really like pay attention. That man. Anyway, so next year he's going to do a We Love Music conference. I really
Okay.
want you to go.
Definitely will be there.
You got like I'm telling you, it's so dope because you get to meet so many different people, so many different writers and producers and just musicians, and it's just everybody that's and you sit and they do like these think tanks and you sit in these different groups and you write and it's just
Oh, that's incredible.
it's like I'm done. I'm finished.
Clearly, she loves Rico Love because
I do.
you've been
Yes.
Rico. You've been shouted out at least the past
Yeah.
month on this show. So kudos to you, those. But let's go ahead and flip it back to Ella. Hey. Okay, so let's talk. Y'all know where I'm going with this one, right? Because I always bring this up.
I thought you were going somewhere else, but now I know.
No, we
Well,
know.
No, I thought
We
you were
know.
going to face the music. That's what I thought.
No, not yet. No, we're gonna hold up on Face the Music.
I know
We're
where
gonna
he's
face some
going.
real reality real quick. So I know
Oh, man.
that's a dig, but I'm just kidding. It is real reality on the show. It's
Okay,
not
I was-
scripted, y'all.
I was about to say.
It's not scripted.
Wait on
No,
man.
I like to talk about. Y'all know this already. I love to talk about challenging stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's my bread and butter for this show. That's what we're all about, thinking outside the box. So when it comes to your music career, or you know what, I'm gonna throw this in: music career, modeling career, anything within entertainment. What is like the most craziest or most memorable behind the scenes moment that you have had in this industry?
I gotta tell you, I fired a lot of people.
All
All right,
right.
so remind me.
Fire.
Her name is not Trump. Let's
Okay,
get it
so,
right.
so remind me. Don't work with you in the future. Because I like my job.
Listen,
I like my
listen.
job.
I work with people who are serious. I don't like flakes.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
if you're one of those frosted flakes, I'm gonna need you to
corn
go.
flakes.
Yes,
Right.
just
Frosted
go. Just
flakes.
go.
I
'Cause
feel you.
I'm about business. So if you're not here for business, you gotta go. But no, I think in the entertainment industry, some of the most like craziest things I've had to deal with are, you know, when I like to work with people, I love being open to ideas. Great. But when you're set on a project, this is what it is. I think some of the craziest moments are when people are like, you know, I really don't like your music. Let's do something that I think sounds better. And it's like, if you're here to work on this project, you need to be here to work on this project.
Right.
We're
Right.
not here to work on your project today, but we could work on it tomorrow. So because of that, it's like, you know, trying to get people focused. I think that's probably the craziest thing with entertainment is just getting everyone in the same room and on the same page.
Right.
So,
Now, I'm not going to put anybody out there on blast.
yes,
But
he is.
wasn't there some, right, you know, I'm, only because I don't remember their name, lucky you, because I would put you're on blast. But when it comes to Face the Music, wasn't there somebody that you were working with that criticized your work?
Yeah, so that's exactly
Okay.
what I was talking about. So I'm
Okay,
glad you picked
okay.
up on that. But yes,
Yes.
so I had a guitarist come to the set. And as you remember, he seemed very into the music.
He was very engaged in it, yeah.
Very interested
Yeah.
in working together. Well,
Yeah.
we went through several sessions, and all I needed really was a guitar instrumental.
Right.
Because I don't really like working with free beats off YouTube. I
Yeah.
find like a good harmony,
Yeah.
but then I like to, you know, engineer a beat from scratch.
Right.
So I'm getting him into the studio. Maybe it's 3 weeks now. He's been to the studio at least once every week for the past 3 weeks and cannot lay down this guitar instrumental. Very simple riff. But after week 3, I said, okay, I can tell you're having some trouble with laying down this instrumental. What's really the problem? And he says, I just think it's mediocre. And I said, well, I appreciate the feedback. What do you find that's mediocre about it? And he plays me some of his music. I have to admit, it all sounded like car commercials. I was like, okay, well, how about we do this?
864.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. Like garage band sounding kind of music.
Wow.
So I was interested to know what his take would be on it. When he played me his idea of it, it was completely different.
Right. The
It
vibe
was not.
there.
It was not even the same.
Okay.
Then he suggested using an electric guitar instead of the acoustic guitar that I originally wanted to use. As you know, when you're using two different
Right.
sounds like that,
Yeah.
you're getting two different vibes.
Two different results.
does.
So yeah, I think maybe it's just if people are working outside of their genre of music, they get a little uncomfortable and not willing to change.
Right.
I've worked with so many different kinds. If it's neo soul, it's hip hop, it's R&B, it's rap, it's EDM. If I'm here for your project, it doesn't matter what I think about it.
Right.
What it matters is what you think about what I'm bringing to the table.
Right.
So because of that, I took his criticism for what he said, and I did change up a few things,
Okay.
but moved on with a different guitarist. So.
Yeah, because he's not really
you go.
he's not a real musician.
Yes, if you can't be flexible and working outside the box as we are here and challenge yourself, then yeah, I think being a true musician means challenging yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
and knowing all genres. I was married to a musician at one point in my life, and he was a lot of horrible things, but one thing he was a great musician. He always said, if you want to be the best, you have to learn all genres and be flexible, like you said, and just you have to know it.
Right.
You have to know it. So he messed up.
Oh, girl.
And he messed up big time.
In many ways, because y'all
Yeah.
not married anymore. So.
Well, now I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the guitar
Oh.
player.
Yes, the
that-
guitarist.
He messed
Sounds like
up.
both of them messed up. Yeah. They both messed up.
yeah. Oh, that's a topic for another day.
Anyway,
Maybe I'll have you on my towel talks.
Oh, yes,
She
I'll
does
be
have some good towel talk.
gladly.
But you have to put your towel on around your breast, honey.
yeah.
That's fine.
Oh, yay. It's a party.
So next time on the show, we'll all come in towels.
Yes. We'll all come in towels.
right,
Justin, Jared.
I'm not having mine.
No, it's gotta be up here. It's gotta be like.
What could be a beach towel?
Jared, I want you to tie a towel around your head too.
Yeah, towel.
Wait, excuse me? A towel around my head? Look, hey, look.
Instead of deep condition.
Listen, on vacation, ladies was feeling the shave. All right, ladies was feeling the shave though. Oh God. The shave with the beard. Come on, cuz. Come on, bro.
He's crazy.
Oh, I'm just saying. A lot of people want to come for my shave, but hey, I kill it. Anyway.
No comment.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Can we talk about the show, please? Like,
Yeah,
let's
sure.
talk about the show.
Okay, let's talk about the show. Speaking of shows, face the music. Now we're gonna get into it. Face the music.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Talk about drama.
Talk about drama.
Damn, fam.
Is some drama on that? What?
You acting surprised.
Listen, but the times that I was there, it wasn't any drama. So like,
Well, don't give anything away. Keep it to yourself.
I mean, the whole entire show isn't drama.
No, it's not.
Just
No, it's
just
not.
to put that out there.
It's
No.
not.
No.
You know.
It's real life situations, actually.
Right.
It's just stuff
and
that's
I
really
was just
happening to
there
these
for
people.
I mean,
the
life
calm
is drama.
situations.
Yeah, Johnny was there for the
Exactly.
calm situations. So you're one of now 5 cast members because one got the
Yes.
boots. So being that you're one of 5, I mean, tell us, like, how does that feel?
It was super exciting. Honestly, working on a project like this is an honor just because there are not too many shows that focus on the journey of the musician.
Right.
A lot of them, especially when it comes to music reality TV, it's mostly about the drama, less about the music. So I'm really excited to be a part of this project.
I mean, what has been, like, your favorite part about the show so far since you've
So
been
far, meeting the other musicians in the area, because I mean, moving here, I think the hardest part for me was even connecting with other musicians.
Right.
I
Networking is very hard.
Yes, I found that was the hardest thing to do. So I mean, this was just like an easy avenue to meeting people who have that same drive, that same motivation, that same hunger that I do.
Right.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be on the show. So that was great. That's been my favorite part.
Okay. Well, I'm going to turn the tables a little bit. Okay.
Sure.
So when it comes to the series, for you, it could be something you saw from somebody else or for your own experience. What was probably the most craziest moment you've experienced that you remember that just really hit it home for you that you will not forget?
What was Tirananog, the restaurant we went to?
Yes. Turnanog in Baltimore.
Yes, in Baltimore.
So what
that
happened with that?
series, oh man, the series of events for that episode.
Yeah, we're not going to say too much,
Can't
but
say too
give
much.
a little bit of it, because I'm going to tell you one thing. We had Yolande Toms,
Yes.
one of our other artists on the show. We had her on Out the Box Radio a couple weeks ago, like a
Yes.
month ago. Now, that was also one of her topics she brought up. And as we mentioned, the other female who was involved is sitting right here at the table with us, Miss Ella. So let's get tell us your view on it briefly. We don't want to give too much away,
Yeah.
but
No, I mean, I just think when it comes to professional situations, you always got to be professional, no matter what it is. You never know who's going to find out what or who's going to talk to who. So I think it was better that Yolanda and I actually had that moment where we were able to come clean with each other, because really we're working with each other. And I
Right.
never like to be in the shade about anybody or anything. Let's just put it all on the table, get our feelings out, and move forward.
Yeah.
That's right.
With a positive vibe. So.
definitely.
I want to go back to something real quick, because you mentioned that like when you came on the show, when you moved down here to the area, it was hard for you to network.
yeah.
It was hard for you to connect. So with being on Face the Music, what do you want to gain from it? You know what I mean? What do you want to glean from being on here?
So I think just for the past year, not even just for Phase the Music, I've been trying to launch my career as a musician. The modeling, the acting, everything around it is just to push that end. You know, it's all means to an end. So even with this show, I think it's something that I can leverage to really build momentum to pushing out my album, pushing out these music videos, pushing out my music career as a whole. So I'm hoping that with this show, we can build up enough traction, build up enough, you know, excitement about it, that it not only pushes my career, but the people who are involved. I think for everybody, not even just me. So,
Yeah.
because I think it's hard to come out of the DMV as a musician.
So
Harder than LA, harder than New York, harder than Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of talented
Yes.
people in this area who don't get enough love. So this show, I think, is great.
It definitely shines light on that.
Oh, absolutely.
does.
Yeah.
All right, I have
Yeah.
another question, if I may.
Go ahead.
We talk a lot about the industry
Yeah.
and a lot of things that the industry does to people. So what is one thing that you could change about the industry if you could?
I think it's already happening. The fact that you don't have to go to a recording label to get your music out now. The fact that you can go to any streaming site or any, you know, distribution company and say, I want to put out my music, and you don't have to go get a record deal to do it.
Right.
That's the best part about the industry right now.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people get caught up because they're trying to get a record deal.
Right.
Or they're trying to
Yeah.
get a distribution
Yeah.
deal. So
Or they're trying to get in touch with this person or that
Exactly,
person and get the
exactly.
clout for everything.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
That's nice. And that's important because, like you're getting into, I mean, as a musician in general, like people probably have that one state of mind where they think there's only one way
Absolutely.
to do things, there's only one outlet, but there's multiple outlets. Look, we have multiple outlets. Just have your moments and plug it, and no.
There's always a
No
moment
outlet?
when I have to walk away from the table and eat
No-
show.
no
So I
outlets?
chose that
Listen,
one
I'm
because
like,
that
what
was
the
corny
hell
as
is
fuck.
happening?
That was corny.
What is happening?
That was not corny.
fuck.
Well, I have
No.
a question. My question is this: can you just, in like 3 words, tell me what the word artist means to you? Just 3 words.
evolving, creative, and relatable.
Evolving, creative, and relatable.
Relatable.
I like that.
I love relatable. I thought about this question
Yeah.
before we
Yeah.
came here today, and one of mine would have been relatable too.
Yeah,
Believe it or not.
absolutely.
Yep.
I think what makes you an artist is not just being able to create a great song, but being able to touch other people with
connect.
that music.
Right.
Because I remember like listening to Aretha and Whitney and everyone like that, and thinking, hearing one song that changed my life, hearing
Yeah.
that
Right.
one song that pulled me up from a moment where I was like, I really feel down right now. And if it wasn't for that one song,
Right.
I probably wouldn't be the person I am.
Right.
So I want to do that too. Still working on that though.
Okay.
Yeah, and being able to have not just that one song, but many songs that kind of hit each point in somebody's life, and it's like, oh my God, like, is she in my life right now?
Right,
How is
right.
it that she's saying my exact thoughts? Like, that's so crazy.
And I think that relatable piece is so important, especially with music, because I hear so many people who say music saved my life,
Yeah.
especially with this show.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
been the common theme from all the musicians I've heard. Music saved their life. Because we all feel alone sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
But if
Also-
we feel like people actually relate to us, then it's like we're not so alone.
Right.
I also find moments when I'm like having conversations with people I can never like find the words to say, and I'm like, oh wait, you just listen to like this part of this
Right,
song real
right.
quick. You'll get
Right.
everything
You'll
that
get
you get everything.
You'll get it. Right.
Rico does that for me.
Well,
Rico.
clearly,
Rico.
Ciao.
she is no longer dry.
Wait, now wait a
It got
second.
really hot all of a sudden.
Wait, hold on, wait. I do not love
She is
him in
wetter
that
than
manner.
Fiji water.
I don't love him in that manner. I love him as if
Just
like
because
we were family.
You don't love him doesn't mean that girl doesn't love him.
She does not
downstairs.
love him downstairs
Well,
like
I'm
that.
pretty sure she saw him. She would be puckering up. If she saw him,
Promise you.
her lips would
That I
be
do not
flabbergasted.
love.
Oh, she's
Her lips would be
Rachel and
flabbergasted.
Rob. Wait, no, Robin. I do not love your man like that. I don't love your man like that. You know how I love your man.
She already
He's
found
like a
his face.
family. He's like family.
Yes, family.
Done.
Family, where we all know how wet we are.
All right, so before we wrap up this interview and get into the next portion of this thing, what are you working on? You mentioned that the EP is coming. You mentioned that there's
Yes.
new music coming. What else can we look forward to?
I've got a web series coming out on YouTube.
That.
Yes.
Hopefully a couple more albums with a few more artists, but we will see.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit? Are you obligated to tell us a little bit about what your web series is?
Yeah, I can tell you a little bit about the web series.
Let's talk
So
about it.
I am working on a show called Misfortune, so MISS, Misfortune.
Okay.
I am the co-lead, so I am the best friend to the girl who's going through a very crazy relationship situation. It all has to deal with being in Trump America and finding out your friends don't really agree with the things you agree with.
Right.
I'm playing the best friend who's in a successful relationship and trying to, help my friend understand, like, maybe your boyfriend or ex-boyfriend is not who you thought he was.
Right. Right.
And the thing about it is a lot of the cast is Latino. So to have,
Okay.
yes, so to
Inclusion.
have one of,
Inclusion.
Right.
yeah, so to have the ex-boyfriend being a Trump supporter of my best friend who's a Latino woman, I mean, it really hits on some of those hot button issues that are going on.
Absolutely. Okay.
What's happening?
Yo, go get your phone. Scamming King of the phone.
Take a break.
Down there, get your phone. Oh, there, get the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of this interview, we have busted out into a surprise mix by DJ Dom and K.
We had to.
And with that being said, Ella, drop your social media.
So you guys can follow me on Instagram at ella.exo.siobhan. That's SIOBHAN.
Yes.
Nice.
Is that on all platforms?
No. So on
Okay.
SoundCloud, it is the Ella XO Siobhan.
Okay. Okay.
Gotta put the in there because
Right.
I had a lot of people try and catfish with my pictures. So
Oh, no.
Ooh, that's a whole nother thing. Let me tell you
whole
something.
other thing.
Then you made it.
Right.
That's how you know you made it.
The moment people try catfish you.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's not.
I
that's-
haven't
People don't
made it
try it with
yet.
me. I already have one
I've
twin
been
brother.
catfished
I don't need it.
twice.
I don't
You
need it.
have?
I am.
Nobody has used my
People have used
photo.
my modeling photos all
Why y'all don't want to use my photo?
That was like I was
Somebody's
21 though. That's like
somebody
old
used
photo.
my photo.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't offended. I was like, oh, look at me.
See, I wasn't either until I found out the guy was using it to talk to little children.
Oh, no, that's the problem.
That's disturbing.
I was not okay with that.
That's
Yeah,
disturbing.
no.
I was not okay.
No, that's not okay.
I'm like, okay, you're just trying to get some wins. That's fine. But children.
Don't use
no.
my photos for no damn
No, not for that.
pedophile
Not for
type
that.
stuff.
No,
Ugh. Okay, well, before we're not going to leave just yet. Because one, we have a game we want to play.
Okay, yeah.
Which doesn't last very long. It's very quick.
Okay.
But before we do that, we have something even more special before we
Okay,
play
what's
a game.
that?
Okay, sure.
So I'm going to let you do this, Ella, because this is all on you. The light is shining right down on that beautiful body. Okay? You're glowing.
Yes, Long Island Ice Brie, right?
Hello.
I I like that shit.
Long Island Ice Brew.
I like
Yes.
that.
So if people
can I
don't
get a
know,
refill?
the reason I got the nickname is because my mom is Filipina, Spanish, Italian, and my dad is Black and Cherokee. So 5 of the best things in
What?
one bottle or body, however you want to
Nice.
describe it. So Long
That
Island
is-
Ice Brew. Plus, that is my drink on the weekend.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Oh yes,
That's a
I
bomb
had
shell.
lots of.
That is a bomb shell.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna go back a little bit. Early in the interview, we talked about your music video that will be on your EP.
Yes.
For Karmically Linked.
Yes.
So I want you to introduce this. I want you to let everyone know who's tuning in because we're about to premiere it right here on Out the Box Radio Show.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for everyone who's tuned in tonight. It's been an honor to sit here with Jay, with Justin, with Jenny. So it's been so good. But this song I dropped in February. It's called Karmically Linked.
Yes. We will be right back after the video. Don't go anywhere just
premiere.
yet.
Hey, babe. How'd you sleep?
Trilogy.
Me too.
Trilogy.
I dreamt about you last night.
Going across the cosmic sea, falling underneath these sheets. No regrets, just you and me. Slow dancing in the galaxy. It's your devilish eye that drives me wild. I'm possessed by your mystery. Timeless emotion without motion. Time's passing at hyper speed. Lost you once before to a wrinkle in time. Souls intertwined, caressing the sound of silence around us. This was meant to be. Centuries couldn't keep you away from me. A destiny written in the stars. A convict linked to the heart. Within our reach I see an eternity.
You know, it's like I feel like I know you.
Swirling skies, calamity, wrapped up in lace, a sweet embrace. You save me beneath the constellation. My only consolation is the air you breathe. Be the air I breathe. Be the air I breathe.
So basically, you're standing there by a lake,
Trilogy.
and I introduce myself, but you're so familiar.
Centuries couldn't keep you away from me. A destiny written in the stars. A convict linked to the heart. Within our reach I see an eternity. Trilogy. Trilogy. Trilogy.
Karmically Linked.
Karmically Linked.
Now we actually got part of that video in the series too
Oh yeah,
for
that's
Face the
right. You
Music.
guys were there during my music video.
So we were there. I was the one pushing the button for the steam.
Oh, that's right. Too much fog.
I was on the floor. On this
much
behind the scenes
Too much
moment, I was
fog.
on my chest pushing for the fall. Yeah, and there was a moment where I think it was like burning her eyes.
Yes,
a
it
little bit.
was. You
Those are the
were having way
moments
too
you
much
don't
fun.
catch on TV. Even though we were filming, so we might have caught a little bit
we
of
might
it.
have.
Some tears down her face, but no, it was a great video. So looking forward to it being on your EP, which is amazing. Now we are wrapping up for our show. It is always a sad, tragic time, and we have to leave and depart for a week.
I know. I just got here.
You just got here.
Yeah.
You can
It
always
ain't-
come
it ain't
back.
like them good radio shows where it's on like for 3 hours, 4 hours, you know what I mean?
If he was tuned out of it, no, they're tuned in the whole time.
That's
Tuned in.
I know. Short attention spans. Got to keep it short.
We got to keep it and keep it entertaining. So we do have a quick game. Now this game only lasts for 1 minute.
Oh,
That's how
Lord.
quick it is. It's very quick, but we're gonna get to know so much about you in that minute. It's crazy. So
We'll find
all
out.
your friends, all your fans, whoever's watching are really about to get to know her Very well.
I plead the fifth.
And that is not an option.
Not an option.
There's no, I skimmed and I scanned the paper. There's nothing that's too bad.
Okay.
I think they're all appropriate, actually. I took all the...
What?
Man,
Oh my gosh.
I scrubbed the list. Believe it or
it was
not.
like
That's
one or two.
very rare.
I
for
know. I don't know if I
Justin to
believe
do.
him.
Well, you know.
Did you slip something in there?
No, I did not. Not like I did to you, honey. I'm sorry. It was my last... I promise. It was my last moment for the day. He didn't even catch it. Jared didn't catch it.
No.
Good. He'd have got
Oh, I gotta say it
walked
again.
out.
I gotta say it again. I gotta say it again. I'm just kidding.
He would have walked
I'm
out.
doing logistics.
Yes, we have Jared as our timer. Yes, we need the stopwatch. So,
All right.
take a moment. Let's woosah. Breathe in.
Woosah.
Breathe out. We are about to play another round of out-the-box interrogation.
Oh,
And you are about to be interrogated. Okay?
I feel like it's hot in here.
Yeah, the lights are right on you. Are you
That's
ready?
just me, but
Yes.
Okay, she's ready. So, Jared, are you ready with the timer?
Let go.
Good? All right, in 3, answer them as quickly as you can, but let's
Sure.
have some good answers, I hope. And there's about 8 questions.
We don't know what's gonna come out of my
So you
mouth,
have
to be
60
honest.
seconds to answer about 8 questions.
I don't do
okay?
well under pressure.
Okay, ready?
3,
And
2, 1, go.
if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Philippines. That's where my mom is from.
Nice. What is one thing you look for in a partner?
Ooh, he's gotta be. What is the word? He's gotta be like a MacGyver. Okay, he's gotta be resourceful.
Okay, good.
About to say, look like my.
If you
No,
were
no,
a
no,
lesbian, who would be your celebrity girlfriend?
Ooh, Zoe Saldana.
Ooh.
Nice.
What's one fun secret? What's one fun secret that nobody knows about you?
A fun secret.
A fun or crazy secret that nobody knows about you.
Lord. Okay, not a lot of people know that I did American Idol down in Florida.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I did.
That's a good secret. Okay.
Yeah.
What is one thing you were turned off by?
Turned off by in terms of.
Sexually or physically, either way, or mentally.
Here he goes.
Oh,
Something that you're like,
So we have 10 seconds.
Go
by
ahead.
the way.
Yeah, no. If you lie, I just can't do it.
Turn off. Okay.
Turn off.
What is one job you would never want to have?
Being a plumber.
Oh, hell.
Okay. If you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
If I could eat one thing, mashed potatoes.
Okay. We are done. That was it.
we only have one question to go to, but it's
One
all
question.
good. It's all good.
But you know what? We actually.
What was the last question?
Who is your least favorite musician? We can still answer that too. Who is your least favorite? Who do
My
you-
least
who do you
favorite
not like?
musician. I was gonna say it, but I'm like, should I say that?
Nicki Minaj.
Cardi's my girl all the way. So I'm sorry.
DJ
We are exposing.
I don't know if y'all read the op-ed in the Washington Post.
Our technician is upset.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
I don't know if y'all read the op-ed in the Washington Post.
What'd it say?
Yesterday, but he went in on Nicki's album.
Who did?
Oh, on Queen? Because I haven't listened
Who
to it
did?
yet.
Yes, I haven't listened to it either, but after he said a few things, ooh.
Who went off on it?
The guy he writes all the like artist op-eds. His name's like Chris something.
Oh, wow.
Or whatever. Who knows who he is? Yeah, we don't know who he is. But
sorry,
he had
girl.
some pretty valid points. Because who says guillotine has 2 silent L's? Who says guillotine? No one.
You know, Nicki Minaj.
Now you trying to point the finger.
Nicki Minaj. I don't
is
like how
upset.
I don't like how she's doing Safari.
I'm
Okay, because he never said nothing wrong about her. He's always big to her because he really loves her.
cheated on her.
And
Safari got a book
so
deal.
why are you sitting up there
I don't
spilling
like
tea? He
Safari
never
because
said
he's a
nothing
player.
about her fake ass.
But wait,
Exactly.
hold up. All I'm gonna say is
I shouldn't have never dropped to get you that new hairline. Well, bitch, he
So,
shouldn't
Nick,
have
can you do me
never
a favor
dropped
real
down
quick?
whatever
Oh,
the fuck
can
he
you do me a
dropped down to
favor?
get her ass.
Can you do us a favor? If this is appropriate, and if you want to, let's show the viewers what a real ass looks like.
They just saw it.
I know
Can
they
you
did
stand up
just
and
see
turn around
it.
for
I
me?
was
Just to show, you don't have to
surprised.
shake and do nothing crazy. Just show us what you got. I want to show you what Nikki's not working with because her insides are flipping inside out on her cheeks.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that, honey.
we
You
all
get
about
up
to
and
be
show
on
us?
Queen Radio.
I know we're gonna be on Queen Radio.
DJ, can you play a
Radio.
song?
I got so many
DJ,
compliments
can you
on it
play
in
a
the
song for us
Dominican
while
too.
she
I
serves us
said
her butt?
this is 100% real. I did not purchase this.
But I want to know if
See, I'm not
can the
even mad at
DJ
her
play
for
us the
having
song
fake goods.
while we have her stand up and just show us. Listen, we have music inspiring you to show. When we go
Justin.
out, we want to go out
I can't. The,
in love.
the saints.
Oh, man.
The saints that
It's
watch
saints.
my. Yes, the saints watch my.
Well, sprinkle some of this
saints
holy
that
water
chillin'.
on your cheeks, and you'll be fine. You'll be saved and sanctified.
Oh no.
The Saints
You don't
that
have to
shirt.
work.
I'll show y'all next week. Y'all already saw it.
No, we saw the side, girl. We saw the thighs.
That
Just like
is
I
true.
saw the sides of the mother ass cheeks down in Ocean City, but when I was not trying to see them.
Okay. Well, this is
Awful.
another interesting show.
Well, I will say, Ziggy Azalea, she would have been my worst,
Okay.
but no one's heard from her in
Oh,
how
that's
long.
a
no,
blessing.
She dropped the album. She
She just
believe it or not,
did.
she just did.
I'm glad that
It's
missed
too
my
new.
radar.
It's too new. But
That's actually my least.
I'm
favorite.
glad. Yeah, Ziggy Azalea. I'm sorry, but she is one of my
She's horrible.
least favorites.
yeah, well, yeah.
She's
You don't
horrible.
like these people because of talent or attitude.
Talent and
Talent,
attitude.
attitude.
Nicki Minaj has no talent.
She
I
is
got a problem
whack
with
as
it.
fuck.
She raps about the same thing all the time.
All
If
the
I gotta
time.
hear
All
her
these
talk
bitches is my
about
sons.
yes, all these bitches are my
She has a
sons.
lot of
How, I
children.
don't want to hear it again.
She has a
I
lot of
like
I don't want to hear it
Nicki
again.
All these
mixtape
bitches are my
Nicki.
sons.
Yes, she
I
repeats
like
music.
her.
Or
I like
yes.
good booty.
mixtape Nicki. I
But now she's mad.
You are not a
because
blood,
Cardi's
so we
doing
gonna
that.
stop doing
There
that.
was a track that I did hear off of Queen. And I was like, oh, okay, that was actually kind of dope. There was like
Oh,
one
there
track.
was one I heard, and I didn't even know it was
don't like. I
her. That's how good it was.
to even give her a stream. I'm not
That's
listening
how bad
to that
y'all
shit.
hate. Y'all like songs
Damn.
and don't even realize that it's
Who is
her.
y'all? Like the
Well, you
hate
re-
is
you
in
realize
that
that-
area. I'm
Hey,
just
I
like,
give her
it is
props
what
for that
it
one
is,
song.
man.
What was that one song we listened to? I don't even remember the name. I was just like, oh, she went in on that. Who's that?
I like Bed. I'm really good with Bed. I love Bed because I like Ariana Grande.
When I become
I
famous,
love
That is
Bed.
true. I do like
I love
Bed. I
Bed.
do
they're
like
gonna
Bed.
play
But
this
I like Ariana.
back, and then they're gonna be like, she didn't, and I'm gonna keep that same energy.
Oh yeah, because
I don't fuck
we're
with
in
you.
the age
You
of
realize
going
that-
back in time for interviews and shit and saying like you said this.
And I
What's up with
did.
that?
Yes.
Cause I don't like you as a person.
You realize the DJ is probably going to play us out with the Nicki song. Just
Yeah, he is. He's
So,
that's fine.
we
DJ
literally
Diamond K
set
is
him
gonna
up.
play Nicki right
We
now.
literally set him up.
And that's
she goes
fine.
in on everybody.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard it yet. I haven't heard it yet.
Play the one where she mentions DJ Khaled about not eating pussy.
See, okay, first of all, we are all, I'm sorry, I agree with her. I agree with her. I agree with her. I'm sorry. If you are a grown ass man and you don't eat pussy, grow up. Grow up.
It's a requirement.
But it's
Grow
not.
up.
It's not her business to tell.
What if you're
It's
what?
in my
You're a
rule.
gay grown man.
It's in
If
our
you're a
rule
gay-
book that we
Okay, that's a
cannot.
different story.
That's lie to you.
That's a
That's
different
We
story.
cannot
That's a
do
different
that.
story. If you want me to
That's
go
a
down,
violation.
okay,
It doesn't
let
apply
me put
to
it
you.
this way. Let me put it this way.
He said it's a no
if
for
you
him.
go down,
That's a violation of our
here.
title.
Okay, let me put it this way. If you go down, would you not expect them to go down too? See, that's my point. We're all grown up.
It's a requirement.
It's a requirement.
It's a prerequisite.
I will still mess around in certain areas, but I don't like boobs.
That's how good it is. That's how good it is.
Because like boobs looks like eyeballs to me. So like googly eyes. So every time I see them,
And on that note, I'm out.
I don't know
because when I see
what kind
them-
of boobs you've seen, but what
No.
nipples look like googly
if
eyes?
they're like googly eyes, it's like boom. I don't like it because it's like in my face. I'm like intimidated. Like, ooh, get them away. And when they start,
Intimidated by the titty.
when they start moving around, I'm like,
Intimidated
hold
by the titty.
on. Them boulders need to sit still because you're gonna knock an eye out.
Safe to
You're gonna knock your
say,
damn eyeballs out like that.
safe to say, mine don't go anywhere.
But lips,
so.
I'm good with lips. I like all types of lips.
Yeah.
So
Good for you, Justin.
good for me. Can I get a high five on that? Show them what I work with. Yes. Anyways, it's been another great episode of Out the Box Radio Show with Miss Ella
Yes, thank you for having me.
Siobhan here. Super excited to have you once again. We look forward to your EP coming out. We look
Very
forward to
excited.
you on Face the Music
Yes.
reality series.
When it comes out, you have to come by and visit us.
Oh,
Please
of course.
do. Please
Yes.
do. Please
Yes.
do.
You
We'll be
have
sure
to.
drop all sorts of teasers when it comes out. And
Yes.
all sorts of stuff.
All right, sounds good.
You
As
are
long as we're not
cordially
playing any
invited.
Ziggy Azalea or Nicki, I'll
Yeah.
still come.
I will have to work on that for you. I have to talk to my person behind here. Going out. We're going out. So, anyways, I want to say something real quick next week, okay? Before we leave, next week we actually have another special guest, but they're not coming here. It's actually one of our first actual phone interviews
Oh, for this year.
with Miss Kat Tat from VH1's Black Ink Crew.
Hey.
She's not on Black Ink Crew anymore. She's actually moved to LA and has her own. She has her own tattoo studio that's open.
Oh, that's
Okay.
amazing.
So we are going to be interviewing her live on Out the Box Radio. So make sure you tune in. It's going to be a great show.
Oh yeah.
Cannot wait.
Yes, yes.
Can't wait either.
Like every week, we have a great time.
We do.
We can be ourselves and think out the box. That's what it's all about.
I
To
can,
make
I
sure
can
you
get a
tune
little
in.
grimy because when I'm out on the street, I gotta be a gentleman. And here I can.
I'm always a gentleman on the mic myself.
Oh, you just said
We
that.
just talked about googly eyes.
So tune in next week, next Thursday.
Let
okay?
us know next week.
7:00 p.m. Out the Box Radio Show on Radio on Fire. We love y'all. We will see you next week.
Next week.
Good night, y'all.
Peace.
I already know the jokes are gonna come.
Now, Johnny.